y'all come on inside because it's been a warm day, kind of a wet day on this Friday, September the 5th. And I'll go ahead and let you know, I won't be lying about it. This show has been pre-recorded, but it's been pre-recorded for a good reason. We had folks come up from Montgomery, Alabama, and all the way from Baltimore, Maryland, just to be with us and you tonight. My name is Kenny Dean, along with Dallas Dorsey and Jess Doran. Thank y'all so much for coming on. Now you're from Baltimore.
Originally, yes.
Originally.
Uh-huh.
Then you are down in Montgomery now.
I'm all over the
All over the
place.
place.
I've lived in a million different places, it seems. Yeah, I have a military husband, so
Okay.
I'm a professional at moving around the country.
Does that get old?
No, it actually
Okay.
doesn't, which means I know I found the right guy,
Okay,
because
good.
as long as he's there, we
Right.
have a great time. We have a great life. I feel really very fortunate and
Well,
blessed.
Montgomery's a neat place. And,
Yeah.
of course, you're from Opelika. Okay.
Right.
And so how'd you wind up in Montgomery? They kick you out of Opelika?
No, I still live in Opelika.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I'm still there. So
Okay.
Still hanging out.
Now, I guess I'm trying to grasp all of this because you do some single shows.
Yeah.
Of course, you're at the Alley in Montgomery tonight, and then y'all kind of joining up now.
Yeah. In Virginia, I had a full band, which sort of fell into my lap. Music was
Good to
something
you.
I had done kind of in childhood, and then in the past couple of years, it's sort of come back, and I got a taste for that. And so in the move, I'm starting all over again, and so, I can't help but keep it going. And so
How'd
that's
y'all
how I
hook
met
up?
Dallas. Actually, I think I saw him on TV.
Oh, really?
He was promoting his album that he put out in June, and so I contacted him that way.
What album and what TV were you on?
WSFA.
Okay,
We
okay,
did
okay.
an album feature there.
Good for them.
And we put a record out from Old Elegante Studios up in Birmingham, and it's on iTunes and Spotify and all the other media things that I don't really fully understand.
What's it?
Yeah.
What's it under? How can folks find
It's
it?
Dallas, Dorsey, and the Rails.
Okay, okay.
Just like the trains and railroads, that just sticker there. But yeah, and we just we played WSFA and had a friend at a label who had a contact there with Casey Drescher, and they called and got us in, and we did it. And Jess kind of reached out to me, and never met her before, seen her before in my life, and I just I was like, I'm gonna listen, because
Were you
I know how it is.
stalking him?
A little. I mean, I guess maybe a little. I mean, that's a very loose term for it, but well, I mean, they blew me away. He and Ginny Young were playing, and they blew me away, and so I contacted him, and I'm looking to write, and so that's a lot of what we've been doing together, is getting
Writing?
together and writing.
Okay.
Yeah, and just bouncing ideas off of each other. And I actually haven't been fortunate enough to meet Ginny yet, but I can't wait to, and maybe collaborate with her too.
Is Jenny Young from Montgomery or Opelika?
She went to Vestavia Hills.
Okay,
in
Birmingham,
but,
okay.
But moved to Opelika. And I just kind of randomly met her at church.
Right.
Just love her to death and love her family to death, and she's got 4 wonderful children.
And
love
music
working
is
with
a
her.
part of her life. You mentioned church. Is that where you got started singing? I'll ask that same question to both of you. It seemed like okay. 9 out of 10 folks in the music industry, when you hear them talking about it, that's where they got started. Either in the choir or singing, in the church audience or wherever. So,
right. Telling you don't need to chew gum when you're singing, and I got all of that. Singing out of.
You got
I'm
the
Methodist.
basics.
I'm Methodist, but we sing out of the old Methodist hymn.
oh, I love it. I grew up Methodist, and
Yes,
I married a Catholic, so I converted. But
Right.
the big difference I've really seen, we have the real wine on Sunday morning. Have a little kick there. So.
You're all there for the same reason. Yeah.
Oh, man.
All the same team.
So being in Montgomery, there's so many opportunities, and especially the Alley. We were talking about that a while ago. I don't know when was the last time that you've been to downtown Montgomery, but if you want entertainment, family entertainment, I'll just put it that way, go to a Montgomery Biscuits game. And then there's so much to go to. The Alley, there's entertainment.
Yeah.
Of course, there's bars, there's places to eat. but it's so dead blame neat looking.
Yeah,
I
and
say
it's
good
always
for you.
hopping. There's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
stuff going on. There's people out in the alley actually playing and singing a lot when I've been there,
Right.
and then there's late night stuff. You know, it's all over the place.
And you get it, like you say, at any time.
Yeah.
So if you want, if you don't stay up till the wee hours of the night, they can take care of that. If you do stay up in the wee hours of the night, they can take care of you. Yeah, but I'm really proud of our the capital of the state of Alabama for really having a neat downtown area. Hey, thank y'all for being with us on this Friday night. Hope it's a good one. Hope you have a great weekend. Hang around. We'll be right back with more of the
Now go walk out the door, just turn around. Now you're not welcome anymore.
Cake is our featured artist of the day. I believe that's a 90s group. Every Friday, the producer of this show, Daniel Best, picks out the artist. So he's in charge of the artist of tonight. Cake. To have your cake and eat it too. Jess Doran, Dallas Dorsey out here with us from Montgomery, Opelika, Montgomery, Virginia, Baltimore, Maryland, back to Montgomery. So
Texas,
that's Texas,
Florida. Been there.
Been
there.
Been able to move around, being with the what branch?
Navy.
Navy, okay.
Which is very odd. You know, this is an Air Force town. My husband's doing the War College here at the Air Force Base.
Okay.
We're just here a year, passing through.
What's one of your favorite places you've been in as far as living so far?
I'd say Virginia was probably our favorite.
Okay. What part of Virginia?
We lived in Norfolk, and we lived on the water, and everyone said we weren't going to like it, but it was our favorite so far.
Really?
Just, made great friends, and
What was the reason they said you
wonderful.
wouldn't like it?
who knows?
Okay.
There's always naysayers, right?
And you must love that.
I guess
That
the
gives you-
traffic, it's a big city. It's
Yeah.
very spread out.
So when somebody tells you, it gives you an opportunity to prove them wrong.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we just, we walk into every situation and every new place that we go with an open mind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so,
well, you have to.
Yeah, we
You
go
have
into
to.
it, hoping we're going to love it. So.
Well, let's get back to the music because I love. You're going to hear them in just a little bit, and they've already blown me away because I've got to hear them. You're going to have the opportunity and the pleasure of hearing them in just a little bit. But y'all are writing together.
Yeah.
Who do you call each other and say, "Hey, got an idea? Let's get together." Well, that's on the mind. Is that kind of how it works, or just different situations?
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Some emailing back and forth. I'm a huge recorder on my phone. I'll be driving down the street. I was doing it on my way here, actually.
So you had
That's
a
probably
record?
the most safe thing in the world. But yeah, I just have a phone recorder. I just hit the button, sing into it, and I can email it. So that's what I've been doing with him.
That's
is just
wild.
emailing back and forth. Here's an idea, and what you got.
So
kinda
the old
thing.
days of the Sharpie and the yellow pads have come and gone.
I still use them.
Yeah,
I use them.
just depends.
Yeah.
It's
Helps
really
to remember
convenient.
'em, though,
Yeah.
you know.
Now, me around my house, I've got a yellow pad and a Sharpie in every room.
Really?
Yeah, if I think about something I need to talk about, or sometimes it makes sense late at night, or not, I say late at night, during the night, and sometimes it does not make sense. So
Sure.
I just scratch it.
That's good. Gets it off your mind.
Yeah,
And all that.
exactly.
You can
Exactly
see it.
right.
I like
Yeah.
it.
But songwriting has got to be fun, and we both know when you do make that big hit, that's going to be where you make your money. I mean, you can play all over the place, but where you make your dollars it's with the songwriting, whether it's an artist or picking it up, or whether it's you doing your song. Americana, that's kind of what we're dubbing y'all's music as, and that's what am I safe in saying
I'd
that?
say so. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Americana kind of country.
But I love it. Again, I can't wait. I know we're doing some talking now. We're just trying to find out a little bit about it. We always like to pass that information on to you, but I cannot wait for you to hear them, because the harmony, the blending, and y'all not really worked together a whole lot, and that's the great thing. Just jump right in there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's so great about music, though. It's kind of
You're
a
right.
common bond
You're
with people, and when it clicks, it clicks.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all there is to it. So.
Yeah. And I can, when I first heard Jess playing, or, on the recordings that I've heard, like, I knew she knew the blues,
Right.
and that's like Freddie King, like all the, that's, I got to start in that, and also country. and it kind of follows like a format, you know, that you can, everybody knows, hey, we're about to go to the 4 chord here, you know, and so it was like, yeah, we're fit.
You're on the same page.
We're on the same page,
Okay.
right? Yes, sir.
So you must have heard that when you're on Channel 12, you must have heard that. You're thinking, wow,
Yeah.
I just found somebody.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Channel 12, WSFA,
Absolutely.
for doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I reached out to anyone I could, any contacts. I mean, I made a ton of contacts before I even got down here,
Right.
just because I wanted to hit the ground running. You know, I am only here a year, and so I do want to do as much as I can in the short time that I'm here. So, you know, I was making contacts before I even got down here, and any kind of lead I could find, I was contacting musicians.
And Montgomery's full of it. I mean,
Absolutely,
full
yeah.
of great musicians.
Absolutely.
Not full of it. You know what I'm saying.
Right,
But
absolutely.
it's a great venue for reaching out and finding folks, and so some places that y'all will be playing the month of September.
Yeah. We'll be playing the Exchange, which is part of the Renaissance
Right,
Hotel.
downtown Montgomery.
Yep, downtown Montgomery. It's September 12th. That's next Friday, I believe. And pretty sure we're there 5 to 8. And we'll be playing there, you know, a couple times a month probably. And then we'll be doing Dallas's show with his full band.
Yeah.
Is
At the 8th and Rail
yeah.
in downtown Opelika.
Right.
Yeah.
Neat place,
It's,
too.
Yeah, it is. It's really
Really.
cool. I know you
Yeah.
mentioned you played there before too, and it's September 26th. It's the Auburn homecoming game. and
Wow.
We'll get
That's
started.
a Friday.
It's Friday, and Jess is going to open up and then kind of join us and play and sing and, you know, sit in with us that, you know, for our set, and we'll get started relatively early, like 8 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
a little bit-
To get just to follow them, Dallas, Dorsey, and the Rails. Is that
That's right. Yeah, that's
Okay.
our band name, and we've got a record called "Come On" that's on iTunes and Spotify, and Kicker 97.7 down, you know, in Lee County, spinning our single, and we've got it. You know, we've got a radio promo person that's pushing the record elsewhere, and we're on, you know, several different stations. I mean, I get an email or a text all the time where it's like, "Hey, somebody spun it today." I was like, you know, it gets to be a little bit too overwhelming for me. I don't really like the whole, I just got a smartphone. I had an old flip phone for,
you know, folks,
Right on up
a lot of folks still have the flip phone.
Right.
Is this a song that you wrote by yourself, or someone write it with you?
yeah, I wrote, I wrote the bulk of our latest record by myself. Jenny came and co-wrote a couple of the songs that we had, and I wrote some with Adam Hood. He's a guy from
yeah.
Opelika,
Yeah.
and I played guitar for him.
Adam's out in Texas.
Right,
all
yeah, and we ran, you know, I've played Green Hall out in Texas and New Braunfels, and I mean, you know, where George Strait got his start. Like we've run together pretty good, and I've written some kind of with his hand on it, you know, because he was writing for Carnival for a number of years, and he, you know, really influenced me. And I don't want to just say I wrote it by myself. you know.
Carnival in Nashville.
Yes, sir.
Lynn Womack, is that part of her
I
husband?
believe she,
Is her,
yeah.
what's her?
Frank Liddell.
Yeah, Frank Liddell.
and he produced.
That's Lynn Womack's husband.
Right.
Yeah,
And
big time.
you know, he produced, you know, Miranda Lambert's records, and that's how Adam got introduced.
So good.
Got on there, and I've recently played too with Chad Wilson. I
Yeah,
think he's
Chad.
an Alex City guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
played guitar for him, and met Jess. We were playing in Montgomery, I think there, and you came to the show. And anyway, but yeah, we've, you know, been running around and working on writing some tunes together ourselves, and it's good. It's always a good thing.
Let me ask you this, because I guess I'm a big fan of this country and the music that y'all are doing. Adam's had success out in Texas.
Right.
Chad's, Kyle Wilson
Right.
is out there, but so many folks say go to Texas.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can play. Texas is a huge state, as we all know, but they are so many places. When these guys get off and gals get off from work, they're ready for a cold beer and some good music.
Amen.
And you can just find places all over. And I guess I encourage folks to do that. Right. Go out there and try it. You know, if you don't like it, if it doesn't work, go back to wherever you were and go to another plan. But I think that's if you really love it, and I know you both of y'all love it, and you got to have the passion.
Right.
If you don't have the passion, get out.
Absolutely.
So that's just a little advice I just wanted to pass along. But
Right.
y'all got a lot of good things going right now.
Well, thank you.
And we got some good things going now. One of them is commercials and our sponsors, who we appreciate. We'll be right back.
It's easy to get right next
Oh,
to
Cake
you,
is
I
our
say, baby.
featured artist of the day, and I'm liking them. Never heard of them, but I'm liking them. Congratulations there, Daniel Vest, for picking them on this Friday night. If you just tuned in, thank you for being with us tonight. We got Jess Doran out here and Dallas Dorsey. Love both of those names, by the way. But we're just talking a little music, where things are going in their career. This is something, I guess, with any interview, you always go be asked this, and I always try to do the opposite, but I'm going to do it anyway. Who influenced both of y'all? Did parents, grandparents, or friend?
Well, as far as family goes, or for me, I grew up with music in my household.
Okay.
I mean, music was always a part of our lives.
Good.
And my mom taught me how to sing. My dad plays the bagpipes. Wow. I have just a strangely musical family.
I love it.
But yeah, definitely as far as people that directly influenced me, certainly for me it was my mom.
Okay.
We were always singing and singing harmony in the car, and I will always be grateful. As far as musicians, like early on for me, I just remember growing up listening to like Patsy Cline and James Taylor, and
I love both of those. Same question, for you, parents influence you, or?
Yeah, like my granddad played guitar. He's from Selma, and
Dallas County.
Yeah, that's right, Dallas County.
Is that where the name came from?
I think it kind of had a little bit of
Okay.
influence, and it's a family name. I'm a junior, and my dad influenced me too. He loves music, but my granddad really played a lot of country music, and he loved Hank Williams, and but he also had like an appreciation for like the Everly Brothers and stuff like that. So I kind of got like that little bit of rock and roll influence too, and but he definitely kind of held my hand. I used to string up my guitar wrong, and he'd, it's not quite, you got to move the string here, and taught me how to play my first chords and things of that nature. And I all the Alabama people, Muscle Shoals has such a rich history.
Oh boy, does it.
And
it looks like it's coming back alive.
Absolutely, yeah. We reached out to Spooner Oldham when we were making the record, and shot him our stuff, and it was a shot in the dark, and I was like, he's not gonna get back to us. And he actually came and played on our record. I sent him our songs, and he was like, I love the songs. He was excited about it, and
Swampers up there.
Yeah, I mean, and it was. We got a couple videos on YouTube of him sitting down and playing. He played like Wurlitzer and like the Rhodes, Fender Rhodes on a couple of our songs, and like it's like I watch it every other day because I'm like, it happened. I know it happened. But
those things are what influence you. Those things will make you want to be a better musician. Or as I say, those things, those people will make you want to be a better musician. It puts that fire in you, that hunger, and you already have the passion. So all you got to do is just go with it, and that's what both of you are doing right now. So
absolutely.
I'm glad for y'all, and hey, I'm glad for y'all being with us tonight. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, but when we come back for the rest of the show, I'm going to quit yapping so much. I know you've been wanting me to quit anyway, but I'm going to quit yapping, and we're going to be doing they're going to be doing some singing, and I'll be doing some screaming. Hang around.
Poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh, Jess.
Going the distance. Cake. It's time to do some picking. You want to hear some good singing? Up next, Jess Doran and Dallas Dorsey on the couch.
I always hated these smoky bars, the cheap pickup lines, and the whining guitars. But here I am, alone again. When he he talks to me, I wonder if he sees that pale line where your ring used to be. His eyes are blue, they remind me of you, and all will never be. So I'm working on my temper in that ugly, jealous street. It took you leaving to be the person you needed me to be. And changing my ways won't do a damn thing to get my life straight. 'Cause the fact is it's just too little too late. Between good and as good as it gets, with our black and blue hearts and a pile of regrets. Can't say we didn't try. Sick of living a lie. Don't know where I went wrong, don't know who I've become. That reflection in the mirror is tired and she's numb. Gotta get out of Montgomery, a place no one knows me. Stop making excuses for all I haven't done. So I'm working on my temper in that ugly, jealous street. It took you leaving to be the person you needed me to be. And changing my ways won't do a damn thing to get my life straight. 'Cause the fact is it's just too little too late. So I cover the circles underneath my eyes, tell everybody that I'm doing fine, but I'm not, no, I'm not, no. My friend says she knows this great guy. My mama says I should give him a try, but I'm not, no, I'm not. Me to be, and changing my ways won't do a damn thing to get my life straight. 'Cause the fact is it's just too little, whoa, whoa, it's just too little too late.
I do believe that's an upside down, not cake, but it's a car. Cake is our featured artist of the night. I got, remember I'm reaching out to you on this one right here before we get right back to the music. I need some cakes for next month. Randy Jinks from Alabama State Parks is looking for some for Wind Creek State Park. I need them here by October the 16th. So if you would just call and leave your name and number, say, hey, Kenny, put me down, because they need them for a cakewalk. They're not even going to charge for these. They're just going to give them away. So if you'd like to make a donation of a cake, just a regular size cake, need 20 to 25 of them by October the 16th. Call and just leave your number. Or if you want to go on my Facebook page, Kenny Dean, or At Home with Kenny Dean page, my email is kennydean@charter.net. My telephone number is 256-749-0457. You can get in touch with me pretty easy. So I'm needing your help. I need your cakes. I need some music right now from Jess Doran and Dallas Dorsey. Thank y'all again for playing. Is this the
Thank
one
you for having us.
that you wrote?
Yes,
Dallas?
one I wrote. It's on our record. Come on.
Come on.
Yes,
Come on,
sir.
play it, man.
Time ran out and the die was cast. Thrill and excitement, things of the past. Just old memories are all that last. Love going nowhere, getting there fast. Used to act a fool when you'd come to town. Be down and out when you weren't around. Lately things don't feel the same. No one left here to blame. No one left here to blame. Frowns on the highway of discontent. Happiness fades when the money's all spent. Yeah, sure you got one more grief to bear. With all of my folks there for you to resent. Yeah, used to act a fool when you come to town. Be down and out when you weren't around. Lately things don't feel the same. No one left here to blame. No one left here to blame. Used to act a fool when you come to town. Be down and out when you weren't around. Lately things don't feel the same. No one left here to blame. No one left here to blame.
She's touring.
Cake has been our featured artist on this Friday night. Once again, this show has been pre-recorded. I thank you for taking your time to be with us tonight, and I also hope you have a great weekend. Dub season starts tomorrow at noon, if anybody won't know that. So just thought I'd just throw that in. But right now, from Montgomery, I'll just say, we just leave it like that. Both Jess Doran and Dallas Dorsey from Montgomery are picking and grinning with us tonight. I want to thank y'all so much for really taking your time. And I hope you'll come
Kenny,
back and do this
Thanks
again.
for having us.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And let folks know again how they can get in touch with you and that type thing, and for bookings.
Yeah. I'm on ReverbNation.com under Jess Doran, D-O-R-A-N, and have a Facebook page under the same name, Jess Doran.
We got a website, the-rails.com, and our bookings through McAlpin Entertainment. Austin McAlpin books like Shenandoah, Doug Stone. I think you can Google him. But anyway, he's got a website. I think it's McAlpinentertainment.com, and I'm on Twitter, Dallas Dorsey. I don't know, whatever all the other media. I don't know.
If you can't find
Look me
them,
up, Google it.
call me. I've been calling you Duran.
You know, you Southern people like to say it, Duran. It's all right.
Doran. I thought
It's
it was
all right.
Doran.
I'm
That's
in
just
with
the Southern way of saying it, I
Jess
think.
Doran.
Duran.
Duran.
You know,
Duran.
There's,
How about that?
There's a lot of variety. Just
But it's just
excited.
in on some music. How about that? That is good stuff. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm gonna let y'all, when you finish the first song, just go into the second song, and we'll just
Okay.
play it on out. Y'all come
play
back.
yours. Play yours.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
8 long hours on my daily shift, feel like I've been doing time. Got mighty thirsty on the ride back home when I saw that grub mark sign. And I just stopped in to grab a 6-pack. Had it bagged up and ready to go when a blonde stranger tapped me on my shoulder and asked me if I was headed to a rodeo. Lord knows that I ain't looking for trouble. Try real hard to keep my nose clean. Lord knows that I ain't looking for trouble, but I'll be damned if trouble don't find me. Just hanging out with some friends at the bar when my baby called me home. Angry tone shot words across the airwaves. It struck me right through the phone. And at once I knew all too well about the hell I had in store. Made matters worse, it's 6 a.m. when I still couldn't find the door. Lord knows that I ain't looking for trouble. Try real hard to keep my nose clean. Lord knows that I ain't looking for trouble, but I'll be damned if trouble don't find me. Mama says I'm trouble. Trouble, trouble. Come from problems within. Problem within. Better clean up your life, boy. Stop living in sin. Lord knows that I ain't looking for trouble. Try real hard to keep my nose clean. Lord knows that I ain't looking for trouble, but I'll be damned if trouble don't find me. Damned if trouble don't find me. Thank you. Thank you.
Trouble does find both of you, I guess. See if y'all can't get in trouble on one last song, and
Let's
we'll
do
just
it.
end this old show right here. Y'all come back and see us real soon.
Am I kidding myself trying to play this part? Surely anyone can see right through the heart of me. Elaborate costumes, memorized lines, all the right places at the right time. Yeah, I've never belonged here, no matter how hard I try. I'm not the person you thought. It's a beautiful disguise. It doesn't come as easy as I land on. I think I just might be, yeah, a fraud. Lost the sense of gravity in all directions. It's pulling me, yeah. Wanna get off this train, but it won't stop. Wanna touch the flame